Okay, you guys, I'm super excited because I got in a bunch of fun little accessories for my Bible journaling from Dayspring. Most of these are from the Illustrated Faith collection. I think this right here is just a set of stickers. I just thought these would be fun because they're just blank, so I can label them with whatever I want. But how cute are these little hexagon stickers? And then these are more like just phrases that are little stickers. And of course, you know I love the black and white. But today what I'm going to work on is some Bible tabs. In my older illustrating Bible, one of the first things I did was make some tabs for the books of the Bible, and I've really enjoyed them. I used to think that doing tabs was cheating, but honestly, it makes me a lot more eager to actually read my Bible because it doesn't take me as long to flip through the pages, and it's just colorful and pretty and fun. So I am going to add new Bible tabs to my larger illustrating Bible. These were actually some tabs that I just bought, you know, at the office supply store. They're the plastic kind and they're removable, but I did go ahead and paint them and label them myself. But when I saw that Dayspring had these cardstock Bible tabs with the Bible names already printed on them, I was like, done, because it saves me a few steps and I can customize these. So that's my plan today. Let's go ahead and see. I don't think they're adhesive on the back, are they? They are. Oh my gosh, that's going to make life so much easier. So you can see that they already have a little bit of illustration and painting on them, which is super fun. But you know me, I'm just going to do more is more. Oh, look, there's some blank ones too. That's great. So I'm going to go ahead and paint on these with some watercolor, and then I have a fun little plan after that to add a little pizzazz, as if they aren't pizzazzy enough. But let's get started. Okay, I'm going to use my favorite watercolors today. These are the Holbein watercolors, and I think you can get them on Amazon. I went ahead and picked out 4 different colors that I'm going to use as my base colors, and I might also throw some other colors in there because I love color. So the colors I picked for this are Vermilion Hue, what does this say? Gamboge Nova, Opera, and Cobalt Green. And I plan to start with these and just see what happens. I might add a black in, who knows, we will see. But I'm gonna put them in my little tin here, got some water, and then the brushes that I'm gonna be using are these smaller brushes. You can get this brush set at Michael's, I believe. These are just the Artist Loft. You can tell because they've got that little blue stripe on them. But I'm going to use primarily round brushes. They just seem to have a little bit better imprint for this type of work, for a little bit more of an organic feel. And then I might go in with a little bit more detail and use some of these brushes. They're also round brushes, but they're not near as large as some of these other ones I'll start with. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, I went ahead and chose not the largest size of brush, but maybe like a medium. Let's see, is there an actual size of this on here? A 5. This is a 5, you guys, if you care about brush size. And the first step that I'm going to do it to each page of stickers. Just get my brush a little damp, grab some color, and start blobbing. And the beauty of doing this with watercolors is if you put it over one of the words, you can still see through the watercolor. So I'm just going to do lots of little blobs first, all in one color, on each little page. Okay, I got all my pink blobs done. If you really like a watercolory look, you can go back in, pick up some of that, and smudge it a little bit just to make a little bit more of a blended look, to make it just look a little bit more watercolory if you prefer that. But now I'm going to go ahead and go to my second color. I love orange, so I'm going to go ahead and pick up orange. It doesn't matter what colors you choose or which order you do the colors, but I would suggest picking your favorites first because you're probably going to have the most color from the first ones that you do, because you'll run out of room, or if you're like me, you will. And I'm just going to continue to blob, because these two colors complement each other pretty well. They're going to mix pretty nicely. My paper is mostly dry, but honestly, I'm not a good patient waiter. So I'm just painting over my pages regardless of how wet they are, really. It's probably better, since this isn't necessarily watercolor paper, it's probably better to try to keep your brush a little bit on the drier side. Of course, it's watercolor, so you're going to need to get enough on there to actually transfer the color. But there we go. Okay, so I did go ahead and wait for these to finish drying, finish letting the watercolor dry. And the next thing that we're gonna do is add a little bit of pizzazz, which is gold foil, you guys. I just can't get enough. I've had this container for quite a while. It's lasted me a long time. It's super messy, but there's something I love. I remember having a Bible when I was little that had little gold tabs. And you know, I kind of miss the gold edges. But this is my way of bringing a little bling to my Bible tabs. So what I'm going to do is basically paint with Mod Podge. I love this stuff. I'm actually using the gloss right here. You know what though? I think I want matte. Let me go get the matte Mod Podge. I prefer that. Okay, I got the matte Mod Podge. It really doesn't matter which one you use. I just prefer the matte look, so I'm gonna go with that. So what I'm gonna do is dab on, just using a regular paintbrush. I'm going to basically paint dabs just like I did with the watercolor. Oh my gosh. Ugh! The struggles of opening a Mod Podge bottle. Holy moly. It's like it's glued shut. Guys, I don't think I can open it. Oh my gosh, there we go. Oh, that was scary for a second. Okay, so I'm going to, thank you for watching that, if you did, because wow, you must love me. Gross. This Mod Podge has seen its fair share of usage. Okay, so I'm gonna use the Mod Podge to paint on just little dabs, just like I did with the watercolor. We're gonna trash that nastiness. And then we're going to basically use the gold foil like glitter and gold foil it, shake it off, and let it dry. So that's the plan anyway. Okay. So obviously I'm not gonna put gold foil over my letters because you won't be able to read it afterward. So I'm just doing some little dabs. I plan to Mod Podge like the entire top of these when I'm finished. So it really doesn't matter how accurate I am, which is the type of project I love because you can just sort of feel it out, right? I think it's fun to do the gold foil in little bitty kind of clusters. Just looks kind of more like it. So I'm doing like 3 or 4 dabs kind of together in the same vicinity. Oops, got one on the letters. I really hope this works, you guys. It's always an experiment, isn't it? Okay. Ooh, boy, got a lot there. Let's tone it down a notch. Habakkuk is going to be blinging. Okay. All right. So now for the super messy part. Here's some that I just had in a little baggie. You can buy this gold foil. I think I just bought it at Hobby Lobby or Michael's. They have it at any craft store. And I bought the sheets. But I've had it so long it's kind of been destroyed. So it's really pretty delicate. So you can kind of just, as you can see, I'm just kind of picking it up and rubbing it over the spots that are Mod Podged. It's gonna be a sticky mess, guys. Just prepare yourselves. But ooh, isn't that gonna be so pretty? Okay, so I've let the foil or the Mod Podge under the foil dry, and now I'm going to just coat the very top of them. Yes, some of the foil is definitely going to come off. You can see it's not perfectly flat to the surface, but that's fine. I'm just gonna see where it goes. I'm using a square brush just for a little bit more coverage, and I'm just gonna take this matte Mod Podge, Mod Podge. I don't know why I grew up saying Mod Podge. Makes it easier to say that way. But I'm just gonna give it a good thick coat so that that foil is really adhered to the actual tab. It's a little chunky right there. It will dull the luster of the foil a little bit, but that's okay. It's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Okay, there's that one. So I'm gonna do that to all of them and then let them dry, and then it should be time to put them on my Bible. Okay, we're all done, and I love the way the foil turned out. It's super pretty. It's real textural, a little bit raised, but it's stuck on the tabs really well. So now comes the task of just peeling them off of this paper. It might be a little difficult because I Mod Podged over it, but I think an X-Acto knife will probably help me kind of cut around those spots that may have adhered it back together. But I'm excited. It's time to get them off the page and onto my Bible.